It's been nearly 2 years since gunfire rang out at Freeman High School, and a 15-year-old boy admitted to firing the shots that killed one of his classmates and injured 3 others. If it hadn't been for the school custodian, more lives may have been lost that day.
I put my knee into his back, my Gerber to his neck, and said, "Don't effing move."
Joe Bowen was fixing toilets in the women's bathroom when he heard pops from the hallway, then jumped into action. Today, for the first time publicly, Bowen relived those horrific moments. He took the stand at Caleb Sharp's declination hearing to determine whether the now 17-year-old will be tried as an adult. 4 News Now reporter Taylor Graham has been in court all week. Taylor, an emotional day there.
Well, yeah, Aaron, this week's hearing has been all about science and studies as doctors analyze Caleb Sharp's brain up until this afternoon. Now, one of the things the judge will weigh beyond his maturity is the lasting impact the shooting had on the Freeman community. Few people know that better than the man who took the stand and brought the courtroom to tears today.
There was 2 pops, pop, pop, followed by a burst of 3 to 4 pops, and then a pause, and then through probably 4 to 5 more pops.
He didn't know what he was hearing or just how much it would weigh on him in the months to come.
Immediately screaming, screaming you can't even define.
Today, Joe Bowen shared that weight with a packed courtroom, reliving the morning of September 13th, 2017.
The girls were screaming intensely. A white powdery substance engulfed the entire hallway, almost like an IED had went off.
The Freeman High School janitor stepped into the hallway and came face to face with Caleb Sharp, and it clicked. He had just heard a shooting. He confronted Sharp right then and there in that hallway, where Sharp admits he had just shot 4 of his classmates.
I put my knee into his back, my Gerber to his neck, and said, "Don't effing move."
They stayed that way until the school resource officer got there. After a few minutes, which seemed like a lifetime, he looked down the hall.
And I said, "There's another individual behind you. I'll go help." And he said, "No, Joe, they're gone." I said, "No, what do you mean?" "No, we got to go help."
He wanted to help Sam Strahan, who was laying there, bleeding.
And I thought, no, there's still life. We got to save him. And then I thought, no, it's just muscle spasms.
It's a realization he's constantly reminded of, and one he was forced to relive today. And there were so many tears in the courtroom when Bowen described that moment he found Sam, showing just how raw this is for so many people still. That's something Bowen testified to later this afternoon. We'll have that for you tonight on 4 News Now at 6.